Specialized training at a Georgia college could help address the dire shortage of air traffic controllers that our country is seeing right now. The FAA has signed an agreement with Middle Georgia State University, which is in Macon. They're going to be one of 7 schools nationwide to offer enhanced air traffic controller training. And this is the same curriculum that is offered at the FAA's Academy in Oklahoma. Right now, the FAA has a nationwide shortage of roughly 3,000 air traffic controllers. The Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, says this training could supercharge its hiring pipeline.